Our officials tonight, Brad Davidson, the referee, Tony Davis is the umpire, Anthony Renshaw, the head linesman, Trey Stafford, the line judge, and Mark Harden will be the back judge. And we will see a better officiated game tonight than anybody is likely to see on Sunday. You were watching any of that stuff? It's been sad.
I said, trying to watch the guy try to get his microphone. Have you seen that? Have you seen that on it? He's spinning a minute and a half trying to get.
Deep to return for the Chicks.
Well, that's a safety issue before it gets all said and done.
Well, they like to talk about safety, but doing something about it. Jamal Jackson will kick it off. And the ball on the ground, a scramble for it. And the Chicks come up with it as Blytheville almost coughed it up.
Of course, first game of the season, that's one thing that both teams need to be careful about is turnovers. Last year in the Chickasaws' victory over Osceola, Osceola turned the ball over 4 times in that loss.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 19. Chickasaws come out over the ball. They'll operate with a wide receiver going wide to the left. That's Xavier Nichols.
Chickasaws operate on a wristband offense this year. They got the plays on a wristband. Coach Mack says that's working really well so far.
A tight slot to the far side. Halfback set strong to the near side. Unbalanced line to the right. And the Chicks got the nose guard to jump offside. That's a free 5 yards. For the Chickasaws, Cordell Barber, the left tackle. Tyrone Mitchell, the left guard. Everett Jenkins is at center. Kamel Goins, the right guard. And Don Friedel Anderson, the right tackle. DeQuan Young is the tight end. Malik Walker, Carlton Lee is the fullback. Marcus Northern, the other halfback. DeMadre Clark is the quarterback, the sophomore. He's under center on 1st and 5 from the 24. Hands the ball off to the second man through, and that'll be a loss in the play. Marcus Northern, the ball carrier. A loss of about a yard, and Jamal Jackson will call his name a lot tonight. Makes the tackle. 2nd down and 6.
No huddle.
Now the Chickasaws send Xavier Nichols out wide to the right-hand side. Strong side is to the left. Slot back is to the right.
Nichols, 6'2", 180.
DeMadre Clark puts a man in motion, takes a snap, hands it off to Lee, goes off tackle across the 25-yard line, gets up to about the 26 before he's tripped up. That'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 2 for Blytheville at their own 26-yard line. Tell you what this no huddle does, it makes life easier on the linemen. They just get up and they're right back over the ball.
Important point when a lot of those guys are going both ways.
Chickasaws go double wing. Carlton Lee, the lone setback behind Clark, takes the handoff straight up the middle. And we'll wait and see. Looks like he got to the 24. If he did, he's got the 1st down. And it is first down of the ball game for the Chicks. 10:38 left to go, first quarter. No score. Blytheville on their first possession.
Nice offensive line blocking to get that first down here for the Chickasaws.
Chickasaws operate with the double slot formation now. Both tight ends flexed out. Lee, the lone setback, man in motion. Flag goes down, and then the motion man, Malik Walker, is tackled, but illegal procedure against the Chicks will cost them 5 yards.
You give it, then you take it away here in the penalties early in the game. Thursday night football here at Haleyfield. Can't remember doing a Thursday night game.
I think the last time I did a Thursday night game was Blytheville West versus Blytheville East back in the 70s. That's a long time ago.
The big rivalry. Held at the end of the season, wasn't it? Yep.
That was the last game of the season. Chicks put a man in motion on 1st and 15. Hand it off to him, and he gets tackled all the way back at the 20-yard line. Malik Walker, the ball carrier, but he had nowhere to go.
Malik Walker on the carry.
So now it's 2nd down. About 18 yards to go for the Chickasaws.
Well,
The ball back at the 20-yard line.
We'll
That's
see
about
what-
where they started.
see what kind of passing situation we have, maybe.
Loss of 2 on the play. Bring
We'll
up
send
second
Nichols
down,
out wide to
19
the left.
At the Chickasaw 21-yard line.
Double wing. One setback, and the sophomore, DeMadre Clark, under center. Puts a man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Rolls to his right. Now he's going to throw. Oh, he had a man open, but it was just too tall. Intended for Marcus Northern, incomplete.
Clark's pass.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 19.
The Osceola defense on that play, Keith, had everybody in the box. It was a really nice call by Coach Mack that time. Had an opening here on the near side, but first incompleted pass and first pass of the game.
So 3rd down and long, 3rd and 19. They've got to get the ball to the 39-yard line. It's at the 20. Nichols goes out wide to the left. Unbalanced line to the left. Double wing formation. They put a man in motion. Hand it off on the inside reverse. This is Northern. Northern across the 30 is tripped up there. They'll stop him at the 31, and the Chicks are going to have to kick it away. So the punting unit comes on.
Pick up a 10 on the play.
And it will be Jonathan Banks to kick it away.
30-yard line.
Inside reverse going back to the Doug Quinn day.
6'1", 165-pound sophomore. Deep to return for the Seminoles is Corliss Marshall.
Jonathan Banks
Marshall, a few touchdowns last year on punt returns. I mean, he's gotten it every way. Punt returns, kick returns, rushing, passing, receiving.
High snap, but Banks gets it. Somebody got a hand on it, and it goes straight up. Bounces at the 40. It'll take a Chickasaw roll to their own 45-yard line, and the ball will die there. I think that punt was, as they like to say, partially blocked.
Only 15 yards. The ball still stays in Chickasaw's territory as Osceola will take it here for the first time in the game.
8:44 left to go first quarter. No score. Blytheville on defense now. And defensively, they'll operate with a 4-4 look. Osceola comes hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun spread. Double slot. Running back to the right side. Man in motion. Here's a pitch, and they fumble it. And a scramble for the loose ball at midfield. And Blytheville's got it. The quarterback, Matt Marion Carr, I think he wanted a pitch, and he just dropped the ball.
And looked like, Keith, after he fumbled it, actually looked like he was on top of it and stolen away by the Chickasaws.
He probably said, I had that ball, and the guy who got it said, yeah, you had it, I got it. First down and 10 for the Chicks at the midfield stripe. So they get out of the bad field position situation.
Gained 30 yards in possession-wise.
Double wing. Wide receiver goes wide to the right-hand side. Man in motion across the formation. Handoff up the middle. Big hole. There he goes at the 30. He's at the 20, at the 15, and run out of bounds. Jamal Thompson came in at the running back spot, and they run him out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
35-yard gain by
Jamal Thompson. 5'6", 190-pound junior.
First ball carrier for Thompson. Wow. I mean, big hole up the middle.
You want to say it or shall I? Boom goes the dynamite. Xavier Nichols wide to the right, double wing. Thompson to the lone setback. Clark looks over the defense. Everybody in the box for Osceola. Man in motion to the right. They hand it off to Thompson, and Thompson straight up the middle. Picks up about 3 down to the 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Chickasaws at the Osceola 12.
And that was still that big 35-yard gain, still with Osceola, everybody in the box. So Chickasaws yet to spread this Osceola defense out by putting everything on the ground with the exception of one pass play.
Lee comes into the ball game replacing Thompson, who has an equipment issue. Chicks put a man in motion, hand it off to him. Walker sweep to the right. Oh, he'll be tackled back at the 15-yard line. Anthony Jones came up as from the linebacker spot, 5'11", 205-pound senior, and made the stop. So that brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Chicks.
Malik Walker, 5'8", 175 junior for the Chickasaws.
He's got some speed, but he didn't have any open space on that play.
Big third down play. Of course, 2-down territory here for Chickasaws.
Daquan Taylor checks into the backfield. He's at the right half spot. They got a slot to the left. Put that man in motion. Handoff goes to Lee. Lee off tackle. At the 10, at the 5, and just went down inside the 5, at the 4. It's first down and goal for the Chicks. 7:19 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score, but Blytheville trying to change that.
Pickup of 11.
Lee, 11-yard gain quickly through that line of scrimmage by Carlton Lee. Goal to go
He's
for the
got
Chicks.
that burst when he's healthy. He's got that good first step. Nichols wide to the right, double wing. Lee the lone setback. Madre Clark looks over the defense. Now he's under center. Calls the signals. Hands the ball off on the sweep to the right-hand side. In the end zone, touchdown try! Sean Rayner! They got the blocking for Rayner on the sweep, and he took it in for the 6.
First ball carry for Rayner, the senior. Veteran halfback for the Chickasaws.
For the Chickasaw touchdown.
Coach Mack, second time he has the ball and he scores. And that's one thing the Chickasaws have had a tendency not to do, Keith, in the last couple of years, is take advantage of turnovers. And that time they score 6.
Now the kicker for the Chickasaws is Jonathan Penny, 6', 150-pound senior. There's the snap, there's the place. The kick is blocked and no good. So let's pause 60 seconds with our score. Blytheville 6 and Osceola nothing.
At Temps Plus Staffing, our business is a people business, and we're really good at what we do, whether you're looking for a clerical, industrial, or some other type of employment. Our staff knows where to find the right job for you that offers growth potential, benefits packages, and great pay. Stop by our office in Blytheville or Osceola, or check our website today. Temps Plus Staffing. Top jobs, reliable staff, great people.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NEA Speedway here in Harrisburg for another edition of Saturday Night Speed right here on Tubetown.
Here at Haley Field, 5-play, 50-yard touchdown drive. Sean Rayner takes it in from 4 yards out. The kick is blocked, and so the Chicks lead at 6-0.
Chicks 10 plays from the offensive line. They've had the ball twice so far in the first quarter. Osceola only 1 play, and they fumbled that.
And before they can cover the kick, the flag goes down, and I think the Chicks were offside on the kickoff.
Next week, the Chickasaws stay at home. Keith's over in Jonesboro hosting the
Hall of Honor banquet
for Arkansas State University. Mike Lester will join me, but I haven't told you who will be hosting.
Oh.
West Memphis.
Ah, the Blue Devils.
Oh, mercy. So, pack your Band-Aids and your first aid kit. Here come the Blue Devils.
Tony Stewart will kick it off for the Chickasaws. He puts foot into ball, and that's a line drive. Goes back to the 20-yard line, picked up by the back end there. To the 30, 35, 40, down the right sideline. Flag goes down. Chance Smithy. No, excuse me, that was Shaquille Lockhart on the return, and a flag at the end of the play. Maybe a face mask against the Chicks. We'll wait and see.
And Lockhart's showing a lot of speed.
They're from Osceola, aren't they?
That's right. Major penalty assessed against the Chickasaws. This will be at the end of the play, and the Chickasaws will already stay in Blytheville territory.
Spot the ball at the 45-yard line after the penalty. So Osceola in Chickasaw territory. They'll operate out of the shotgun spread. Running back to the right-hand side. Quarterback is Maureen Carr. Man in motion. Carr pitches the ball out to Corliss Marshall. Marshall breaks a tackle, gets about 7 yards. Wasn't a whole lot there, but he made the most out of it, did Marshall, on the sweep to the right.
To the far side of the field. Marshall took the ball that time.
Yard gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4 at the Chickasaw 39-yard line.
So 2nd down and 4 from the Blytheville 39. Shotgun spread. Double slot. They put a man in motion. Hand it off to the motion man, and not much there. He got close to the sticks, but I don't think he got the first down. That time they got the ball to Shaquille Lockhart. So it's 3rd down and a yard to go.
Stop made by K-Mel Bowling. Pick up of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
So 3rd down and 2.
37-yard line.
Officially at the Blytheville 37. Line to gain is the 35. 5:46 to go. First quarter, Chicks lead 6-0. Double slot out of the shotgun. One back in the backfield. Put a man in motion. Now they run the triple option. Hand it off to Jamal Jackson. He's got the first down and 5 more before the Chickasaws close on him. So that'll spot the ball at the Blytheville 30. 1st and 10 with 5:33 left to play here in the first quarter.
First down for the Seminoles.
Gain of 7.
They had the ball twice. They both times started in Chickasaw territory. Glad you're with us on 910 KLCN for another season of Chickasaw football.
On 1st and 10, one receiver goes out wide to the right. Unbalanced line to the left, and they stop the play before it gets started.
There's a flag on the play.
As
Of course, this is the first time Blytheville's faced an opponent this season. They didn't have a benefit game. They did have a maroon-white game. But this is the first time really faced people other than themselves. You might see that with a few penalties called against the Chicks. However, that time it wasn't.
So it's 1st and 15. Spot the football at the Blytheville 35. One receiver to the right. They put a man in motion left. They'll run the option, give the ball to Jackson. Jackson met at the line of scrimmage and dragged down Trey Anderson. Had him by the ankles, and he wasn't about to let him go. Anderson, 6'1", 230, a senior. 2nd down and 15 for Osceola at the Blytheville 35. Vaughn goes out wide to the right-hand side. Shadandre Black to the left. Here's a pitch, and they pitch it behind the back. And following the football at midfield is Shaquille Lockhart. Woof. Not even close. Now Lockhart did a heck of a job to get back on the ball. It's all the way back to the Blytheville 49. It's 3rd down and forever. The line to gain is the Chick 20.
And Lockhart, the junior for Osceola, did a really heads-up play. Tendency is to pick the ball up and try to make something happen, but he fell on the ball and kept possession of it.
Now they line up in a wishbone on 3rd down and forever. Here's a toss sweep to the near side to Marshall. Marshall didn't have enough room to work with. He's out of bounds about the 41-yard line, and it'll be 4th down, and the punting unit will come out for head coach Russell Leggett and the Osceola Seminoles. 3:47 left to play here in the first quarter, 6-0. Blytheville out in front. Some of the other games being played today. Newport leads Nettleton 14-8. That game is in the 2nd quarter. Greenbrier ahead of BB, 7-0. Marshall is the punter. Chickasaws, I think that's Antonio Brody who's back deep. There's the snap. This punt goes off the side of the foot to the right. Then takes an Osceola bounce. Everybody in a red shirt, get out of the way. It's going to roll down and turn out to be a good punt all the way down to the Chickasaw 12-yard line. Looked bad off the foot. It worked out just fine.
Got a nice roll, 29 yards, and Chickasaws will have the ball for their 3rd time and deepest in their territory here for the 3rd start for Blytheville.
Jamal Thompson in there at the running back spot. Xavier Nichols comes out wide to the right. Double wing formation. Tight end is to the left-hand side. Sophomore quarterback DeMadre Clark looks over at his teammates, making sure they know what the play is. Now he's under center. Man in motion to the left. Handoff to Thompson. Thompson breaks a tackle, breaks another across the 20 and is tripped up. They'll say his knee went down at the 23-yard line. That'll be very close. Now that is a good 1st and 10 for the Chicks. They lead it 6-zip with 3:32 to go here in the first quarter.
That was key to move Thompson where he needed to be because he was the one to get the handoff.
Yeah, he shifted about a step and a half to his right, then ran back to the left.
11-yard gain.
They'll operate with 2 backs in the backfield. Wing to the right. Strong to the right. Twin tight ends. DeMadre Clark. Under center, man in motion to the left-hand side. They hand it off to him. Fighting his way forward for a couple of yards. They still haven't gotten Marcus Northern down. He wound up getting up to the 28-yard line. That's a 5-yard gain that looked like there was nothing.
All on his own after initial contact with the Osceola defense.
So 2nd down and 5 for the Chicks at their own 29-yard line. Nichols out wide to the left, double wing. Jamal Thompson, the setback. Clark got him again. Osceola jumps on the hard count. Offside against the Seminoles. And that will be very close to another 1st down, depending upon whether our umpire has a size 10 or a size 11 foot.
Man, he could have a size 14. I don't think this is going to be close.
Now, Coach Leggett. Now, I thought Coach Leggett was begging to differ, but the official is talking to the chain gang. So we'll mark off 5 yards. And it's 2nd down and inches. So officially the ball's at the 33, the line to gain is the 34. Chicks send Nichols out wide to the left. 2 backs in the backfield. Clark under center. Man in motion, goes to the right. Hand off to the 2nd man through. He's got the 1st down. As Jamal Thompson, the ball carrier once again.
Handoff goes to Jamal Thompson.
And Thompson, the 5'6", 190-pound junior, has done good work. He checks out the ball game for a breather. Carlton Lee back in. Lee, of course, is the middle linebacker defensively. So when you want to give Lee some breaks, you want to do it when you've got the ball. 1st and 10, 2:20 left to play. Clock running here in the first period. Chicks lead 6-zip. Wing to the right. 2 backs. They hand it off to the 2nd man through, and not much there. Maybe a loss of a yard as Malik Walker had nowhere to go. It'll be 2nd down. 10 and a half to go for the Chicks. Spot the ball at the 37-yard line of Blytheville. Blytheville with a touchdown lead, 6-zip on a Sean Rayner 4-yard scamper. Nichols goes wide to the left, unbalanced line to the left. Double wing formation. 1 back in the backfield behind Clark. They put Northern in motion. Now they give it to Northern after faking it to Lee. Northern sweep left. He's at the 40, the 45. 1st down, rolled out of bounds. Close to midfield. They're going to say he went out of the Blytheville 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Chicks with 1:26 to go here in the first quarter.
Nice gain. Nice run to the far side for the Chickasaws. This drive started on Blytheville's 17-yard line, close to midfield.
It was 12.
12-yard line.
They send 1 receiver out wide to the right-hand side. Double wing formation on 1st and 10 from their own 48. Clark under center takes the snap. Hands the ball off to the 2nd man through. Fighting his way forward was Sean Rayner. And Rayner, well, he picked up
5 yards.
5 yards. You pick up 5 yards on first down, that makes any offense look good. 2nd and 5 is not a hard play call at all. Nichols goes wide to the left. Carlton Lee is the fullback. And he sets up strong to the left-hand side. Double wing formation. They put a man in motion. They hand it off to Lee. Lee runs over a man. Oh, I feel sorry for that young man. Not Carlton. I feel sorry for the guy he stepped on. And got the first down at the Osceola 41-yard line.
6-yard gain. Chickasaws 11, 5, 5, 9, 5, and 6. Only lost yardage on one play in this drive.
Nichols wide to the left. Double wing formation. Thompson's back in there at the running back spot. Clark under center. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off to DeQuan Taylor. Taylor bounces to the left. Picked up a yard, but that hole was shut in a hurry by Corliss Marshall. He got to the Osceola 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Chickasaws from there.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the Seminole 41-yard line.
And now they move the ball back to the 41, so no gain on the play.
125 tackles for Marshall last year, and he's numbers been called a lot so far here in the first quarter defensively.
Now the Chickasaws, they may call timeout here. I think, nope, that's the end of the first quarter. Never mind, I wasn't watching the clock. That is the end of the first quarter with our score, Blytheville 6, Osceola nothing. You're listening to Chickasaw Football on News Talk 910, KLCM.
At Temps Plus Staffing, our business is a people business, and we're really good at what we do, whether you're looking for a clerical, industrial, or some other type of employment. Our staff knows where to find the right job for you that offers growth potential, benefits packages, and great pay. Stop by our office in Blytheville or Osceola, or check our website today. Temps Plus Staffing. Top jobs, reliable staff, great people.
6-0, Chickasaws with the lead, and they'll have the football. 2nd down and 10.
In honor of his memory.
Flags being flown at half-staff in memory of
James Mackwell.
Mackwell, who was a Marine who died in the Vietnam War, and his remains were returned to the United States this week, and Governor Beebe declared that flags be flown at half-mast today in his memory.
Ninth play in this drive for the Chickasaws. It started on their own 12-yard line. Seen some average gainers, Keith, of 5 and 6 yards, and credit some hard running, but certainly credit these young men up front.
Oh, yeah. Barber, Mitchell, Jenkins, Goins, and Amerson, are doing an excellent job for the Chicks. One more comment about the flags being at half-mast. Semper Fi, Mac.
There you go. That's right.
Also, ladies and gentlemen,
2nd down and 10. Blytheville with the lead.
So the officials talking something over. With this collective group of intelligence, it had to be something major important.
They probably decided to call MIT and tell them where they'd made a mistake. This is a good crew.
It is.
Double wing formation. Nichols is wide to the right. Thompson is the lone setback behind DeMadre Clark. They put DeQuan Taylor in motion. Hand it off to Thompson.
Oops.
Thompson met at the line of scrimmage, a gain of a yard. But that time, LeJalen Anderson was able to get off the block and make the tackle in the hole. It'll be 3rd and long.
Little adjustment possibly at quarter intermission. Now 3rd down here for the Chickasaws.
3rd down and long, 3rd and 9.5, because he didn't quite get to the 40-yard line. The Chickasaws, the back is deep. He's about 8 yards deep. They fake the handoff. Rolling to his right is Clark, and he's going to be sacked. But a flag goes down at the 49-yard line. Mr. Collins, that's his name,
Tackled by Maurian Carr. There's a flag
was
on the
grabbed
play.
by
You wonder if this was a horse collar or...
Either a horse collar or a face mask. Of course, they call it a face mask penalty, but you're not allowed to tackle a guy by the helmet in any way. It's not just the face mask. And the referee threw the flag. I know it wasn't a blocking foul because there wasn't anybody there in a maroon shirt except for DeMadre Clark.
So it's a major assessed at the point of infraction.
And because it was personal foul face mask, it's still third down, but now it's third down and 4. Spot the ball at the Osceola 34-yard line. Chickasaws are going to spread them out now. They've got twin receivers either way. One back in the backfield. DeMadre Clark is under center. Looks over the defense. Now gets under center. Man in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Give it to Rayner, and he's got room. At the 30, at the 20, at the 15. Tries to cut back inside the 10. He's got the first down. It'll be first and goal for the Chicks at the 8-yard line. 8-yard line. 10:53 left to go, second quarter. Blytheville leading it 6-0.
23-yard gain, first and goal for the Chickasaws. The Chickasaws came in that spread look, Keith, and really opened up the Osceola defense. They got off out of that box, thus opening up, enabling the Chickasaws to get the 23-yard gain.
They'll run the spread again. And once again, they put a man in motion. Hand the ball off. This is Rayner. Sean Rayner up the middle. Gets close to the goal line. They'll stop him at the 2. It'll be second and goal from there. So now Lee will check back into the ball game for the Chicks.
You know, the Osceola defense had stopped the Chickasaws in their tracks at their own 41-yard line. Chicks opened up in that spread and really got some success here.
Now they tighten the formation back up. Nichols wide to the left. Lee is the setback. They put a man in motion to the left-hand side. Back to pass is Clark. Clark goes down. He's sacked at the 10. A flag thrown by the referee into the pile. Usually that's not good for the offense. We'll wait and see what this one is. Holding against the Chickasaws.
Second penalty assessed against Blytheville. Osceola has been penalized 4 times here in the first half.
So it'll still be second and goal, but it'll be second and goal all the way, not at the 20. Well,
at the 21.
For the first time in my life, I'm wrong again, at the 20. I thought I saw the flag thrown at the 9. So the flag was thrown at the 10. 10 yards from that gives you 20. It's second and goal from there. Chickasaws will operate with one wide receiver, Nichols wide to the left. Double wing formation. They hand it off to the second man through, trying to bounce outside is DeQuan Taylor. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage. Back to the 23-yard line. It'll be third and goal from the 23.
Stop made by Michael Cody.
Well, if you got a fumble rooski or a gadget play, it might not be a bad time to break it out on third and goal from the 23.
14th play in this drive. It started on Blytheville's 12, and it's actually been kind of ugly since Blytheville's gotten an Osceola territory. The Chickasaws will call a timeout.
So let's pause with 9:08 left to play second quarter. Our score, Blytheville 6, Osceola nothing.
Make no mistake about it. Business is a race. The faster you deliver, the better. These days, old school is getting schooled. Northeast Arkansas is now doing business at quantum speed. Introducing Quantum, only from Ritter Communications. Try to keep up.
Keith Merritt and Jim McLean with you, as the Chickasaws leading it 6-0. With 9:08 left to play here in the second quarter, Blytheville will have third and goal from the Osceola 23-yard line.
Since Blytheville's been in Osceola territory, they've had 2 plays in which they garnered positive yards, and the rest have been 0, negative, or penalties. Or all 3.
All 3 at the same time. Xavier Nichols goes out wide to the right. Carlton Lee's the lone setback, double wing formation. DeMadre Clark under center takes a snap. Back to pass, sets up, throws the ball, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get the one-on-one with Nichols, but that one was picked off.
Wow. I mean, all the Osceola linebacker did was just step up.
Yeah, the defender had the inside track to the ball.
Probably a bad decision, but we're talking about a sophomore quarterback, and he's certainly on the learning curve here early in the second quarter.
So the Chicks turn it over, but they turn it over back at the 14-yard line of Osceola. They're in the bone. The handoff goes to Corliss Marshall, and Marshall has a first down and more. Gets up to the 30, flag at the end of the play.
Corliss Mitchell corrected Corliss Marshall on the carry.
So
we'll
15-yard carry, and we'll see if additional yards will be tacked on here.
Face mask against the Chicks.
Penalty is a 5-yard face mask
And
against the Chickasaws.
a 5-yard penalty. You get that if you get your hand on the face mask and let go. The personal fouls if you hang on.
That's the old inadvertent, which isn't called inadvertent anymore.
Nope.
It may not have ever been called that. Excuse me, face mask.
Didn't mean to. Backs in the bone. Hand off to the second man through. Good Lord. K-Mel Goins was there. There was no daylight whatsoever.
To the right side of the defensive line, and bang, you can hear it from up here. 0 gain.
Jamal Thompson also in on the tackle. It's second down and 10 from the Osceola 34. Backs in the bone. Maureen Carr, the quarterback, twin tight ends. Here's a toss sweep. They get the ball to Marshall. Marshall breaks a tackle, gets across the 40, and he is dragged down at the 42, 43-yard line, shy of the first down.
Great effort with the Chickasaw defense, Keith. I mean, team tackling, pursuit, everybody in the play that time for the Chicks defense.
Yeah. And you're patting the defense on the back, and you should. And Marshall got 8 yards on the play. How good is this kid?
Yeah,
that
wow.
good.
Yeah, 1,500 last year.
Twin wide receivers left and right, backs in the bone. Quarterback sneak, trying for the 1st and 10, and it looks like he got it at the Osceola 46-yard line. Marion Carr, 6 feet, 175 pounds. He's a senior. Tyron Mitchell making the stop from defensive tackle. 7:27 to go here in the second quarter. 6-0, Chicks with the lead. Seminoles on the march after the Chickasaws turned it over.
Both teams turned the ball over once here in the first half. Chicks took advantage of their forced turnover. We'll see what Osceola was trying to work on theirs.
Here's a toss sweep. Marshall breaks one tackle, breaks a second, gets 9 yards. I tell you what, this wishbone, they've got Jamal Jackson as the fullback, and then they've got Corliss Marshall as one of the halfbacks. The other halfback is Shaquille Lockhart. And that wasn't any option. That was just, we're going to toss it to our guy going to the wide side of the field, and he's going to try to outrun everybody.
Jackson and Marshall, last year, 2,500 yards between them.
Out of the ball on second down. They hand it off to the second man through. Not much there, no gain on the play. As they handed it off to Shaquille Lockhart. 5'8", 155-pound junior. Didn't get much on the dive play, and now Osceola's going to take timeout. So let's pause time for 30 seconds with our score.
There's a timeout on the
Blytheville
field.
6, Osceola nothing. 6:12 left to play, second period.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NEA Speedway here in Harrisburg for another edition of Saturday Night Speed right here on Tubetown.
It'll be third down and a yard to go for the Seminoles. Spot the football in Chickasaw territory at the 46.
I will assure you of one thing, though.
What's that?
While we just admitted the decision to play Thursday night was a good decision, I will tell you for one thing, AAA didn't make that decision.
Nope. That was between the athletic directors at Blytheville and Osceola Public Schools.
Now, I might be showing my hand about AAA when I made that statement.
No comment.
All right.
It's only week one. We'll leave them alone.
Third down.
Third down. Backs in the bone. Twin wide receivers left and right. They hand the ball off to the first man through, and that's Jackson. He'll have the first down and is dragged down by a host of maroon-clad Chickasaws at the Blytheville 42-yard line.
The handoff goes to Jamal Jackson. Stop made by
6:08 left to play, second period. Still 6-zip. Chicks with the lead.
Pretty impressive drive so far for the Seminoles. This will be the 8th play in this drive that started on their 14-yard line. Got plenty of time left here in the second quarter.
Black goes out wide to the left. Out wide to the right is Vaughn. Backs in the bone. Toss sweep. They bounce pass it to Marshall, and Marshall is tackled for a loss of 2.
I don't think that was intentional.
I don't either.
But it was pretty.
Marshall did a heck of a job to catch that on the first hop. So it's back to the 44-yard line of Blytheville. It'll be second down and 12. Chickasaws
You
waiting.
didn't pause at all when you said that. Just a bounce pass, just like
Yep,
it was
looks just like they intended
like the
to.
hoops.
Backs in the bone, twin receivers left and right. Carr looks over the 4-4 defense, takes a snap. Toss sweep. Here's Marshall cutting back, has a little room.
Wow.
At the 40, got to the 35, and is dragged down there. He finds spaces where you don't think there are any spaces.
Yeah, but his own man stopped him there. I mean, he had some momentum going, and he stopped.
It'll be third down and 3 just outside the Chick 35-yard line.
Call it a 9-yard gain after that loss in the previous play.
Marcus Northern into the ball game defensively. He's going to replace K-Mel Goins at defensive end. Receivers wide to the left and to the right. Backs in the bone. Marion Carr under center. Takes a snap. Quarterback sneak, and I don't think he's going to get it. Looks like he got to the 35-yard line, and that's it. He's a good 2 yards short. Marcus Northern came over from defensive end, wrapped up the quarterback and brought him down. It'll be fourth down and 2, and Osceola will go for it in Chickasaw territory, officially at the 34. A little more than a yard to gain. They've got to get it just inside the Blytheville 33. We'll go with 2 wide receivers, Black wide left, Vaughn wide right, backs in the bone. Jackson is the fullback. Carr couldn't get the Chicks to jump offside, and Osceola's going to take timeout. So let's pause 30 seconds with 3:37 left to go. Here in the second quarter, our score, Blytheville 6, Osceola nothing.
Mom, what's wrong with the internet? Who's streaming again? Why is it so slow?
It's not working.
Mom, something's wrong with the internet.
I don't know.
Don't let your family suffer from a slow internet connection. With Ritter, you get the speed you need for online harmony. Speed matters. Get the highest internet speed only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Well, the Seminoles tried the old line up to go for it on fourth down and try to make them jump offside, and The Chicks didn't bite, so they took their second timeout.
Of course, that's that veteran defensive line.
And they're going to go for it again. They line up in the wishbone. Yeah, Carlos Marshall wasn't in the game on the last, when they didn't snap it.
And that's worth a
Now
timeout.
yeah, getting him in the game. He's back in. He's at the left halfback spot. On 4th down and 2. They take the snap. Keeping it is Carr. Carr trying to get outside, and he won't get there. He had to go one-on-one with Xavier Nichols, and Xavier brought him down for a loss back at the Blytheville 39-yard line.
4-yard loss. Osceola turns the ball over on downs.
3:33 left to play here in the second period. Wind behind the Chickasaws' backs, what there is of it. I had to do some work on the gutters at the house before I came over here, and the wind felt a lot stronger when I was standing on that stepladder.
Bet it did. Well, just wait till tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
You won't have to stand on a stepladder tomorrow.
That's why I was working on the gutters today. I know what's coming tomorrow. Chickasaws have it 1st down and 10 at their own 39. Double wing formation. Carlton Lee's the lone setback. DeMadre Clark looks over the defense. Man in motion. They fake the handoff. Clark rolls to his right. He's got time. Sets up. He's got a man open. Oh, off the hands. Oh, DeQuan Young was alone, but he couldn't bring it in.
Wide open by 5 yards. DeMadre Clark, first long one that he's thrown this year, and has the arm, Keith.
Yeah.
Little wind to his back, I believe.
Yeah, and I think that might have just taken it just long enough out of the reach of DeQuan Young for him not to make the catch.
I'm glad everybody will see that on film for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, they're in the box again on 2nd down and 10. Double wing formation. They hand it off. They try to get it on the inside reverse, and that's going to lose yardage.
Didn't fool him that time.
Now, that one was a slow developing play all the way. Quan Taylor wound up losing a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
Loss of 3.
Now, loss of 3. 3rd and 13 at the Blytheville 37. 3 minutes right now left to play here in the first half. Chicks lead it 6-zip. One wide receiver comes wide to the near side. That's Antonio Hopkins. They put a man in motion to Quan Taylor. Here's Clark on the roll. Clark throws. It's caught for a 1st down. DeQuan Young pulls that one down. He couldn't get to the first one. He got to that one. Snatched it out of the air with his hands. 1st and 10 Chicks. Clock stops to move the sticks. With 2:42 to go first quarter, Blytheville has it in Osceola territory at the Osceola 48-yard line. Nice catch.
14-yard reception, 1st down for the Chickasaws. Plenty of time here for the Chicks to score again.
Clark comes out wide to the near side. Now he came out wide to the near side to get the play. Now he goes back in towards the formation. Wide receivers wide to the right side, the short side. Double wing, one setback for the Chickasaws. 1st down and 10 at the Osceola 48. Clark takes a snap, hands it off to the second man through, and a loss back to midfield. Sean Rayner. Flag is down on the play. Flag was dropped at the snap of the ball by the head linesman. Usually that indicates that it's on the defense, because if it's on the offense, they stop the play. For the first time in my life, I'm wrong again. Penalties against the Chicks for illegal procedure. That's declined. They'll take the down and the loss. So it's 2nd down and 12 for Blytheville at the midfield stripe. 2:15 left to play first half. Chicks lead it 6-zip. 2 wide receivers, one to the left, one to the right. Now 2 wide receivers to the right. There's a handoff up the middle. This is Thompson. Jamal Thompson gets the lost yardage back and more across the 40, and he'll be close to a 1st down. Clock will run inside of 2 minutes. Jamal Jackson making the tackle.
11-yard gain, just short of the first down.
Third down and a yard to go.
On the play. Bring up third down and 1. Ball at the Seminole 39-yard line.
Antonio Hopkins comes out wide to the near side. Now the Chickasaws will have 2 backs in the backfield. Daquan Taylor is a wing to the right. Unbalanced line to the left. On 3rd and 1, motion to the left. There's the handoff to the left. It's Thompson, and Thompson squirts forward. Looks like he'll have the first down. He was hit behind the line to gain, but he was able to spin off the tackle, and I believe he got the first and 10. Yeah, they stopped the clock with 1:26 left to play. Referee's going to eyeball it. He may call the chains out here. Brad Davidson, the referee tonight. And he is going to stop the clock and bring out the sticks. Told you we'd see better officiating tonight than we would Sunday.
5th play here. Excuse me, not the 5th play. 6th play in this drive for the Chickasaws. As the second quarter wraps up, this one started on Blytheville's 38-yard line, and as the stick's drawn, it's going to be a
first down.
First down,
Chickasaws. I misread Cashin. 1:26 left to go, first half.
Chicks 2 timeouts remaining.
And they've got it at the Osceola 37.5-yard line. Chickasaws go with a double slot out of the shotgun. First time we've seen the gun tonight for the Chicks. Clark waits for the snap. It's a good one. Back to pass he goes. Sets up. He's going to load up and throw it deep. He's got a man out there, but it's overthrown. That one was intended for DeAndre Evans. Flag is down at the line of scrimmage. Corliss Marshall was the defender.
Strong arm. You have a strong arm, you got to
hang your shot off. Okay, we'll wait and see what this penalty is about.
This umbrella
Holding
start to
against
come
the
out.
Chicks.
It's not a good sign. Umbrella start.
1:17 left to play first half. Yeah, the
thought we were going to make it. My feeling is when it starts raining, probably not going to stop for a while.
First down and 23 from midfield. They put a man in motion, hand off to him. Sean Rayner sweep right. He gets to the 45. He gets to the 40. Still on his feet, 35. Dragged down around the 30-yard line, and he got out of bounds at the 30. He is shy.
20 gets 20 for the Chickasaws. 1:09 remaining as the clock stops.
So it'll be second down and 4.
Bring up second down and 4.
With 1:09 left to go. Here in the first half, the ball at the 31. Lee is the setback, and he's deep, about 8 yards deep. They fake the handoff to Lee. Clark rolls to his right. Clark throws, has a man. Young has it. He's down inside the 5. Daquan Young, another nice catch. Gives the Chickasaws a first and goal with 1:02 left to play here in the first.
Perfect pass execution, nice catch by Young, 6'3", 240. Boy, he's a nice target, Keith.
Yeah.
6'3", 240 pounds.
Nice hands.
Yeah.
Chickasaws have it first and goal at the 3.
Pick up of 28 yards. It'll be first and goal.
Madre Clark looks over at the sideline where they wig-wag the play. Out of the no huddle. Chickasaws unbalanced line strong left. Halfback strong right. Wing back to the left. And Evans is the wide receiver. Handoff goes to Lee. Straight up the middle. Touch. Is it in? Touchdown try. Carlton Lee from 3 yards out. gives the Chicks
Number
their
45,
second
cross
score.
and lead on the carry. 3 yards, Chickasaw touchdown.
Officially a 2-yard run. Blytheville's extra point was blocked. On their first touchdown, so I think they're going to go for 2 here. Yep.
Chickasaws have really had nice time management tonight here in the first half, Keith. They've gone to the line of scrimmage with plenty of time left on the play clock. Haven't been rattled at all in that department, something that they were kind of rattled in last year quite a bit.
They'll go for 2, but a flag before they can get the snap away.
There's a penalty flag on the play. Penalty is offside against the Chickasaws.
Offside against the Chickasaws.
The extra point attempt will come from the 8-yard line.
3 non-conference games before the Chickasaws start in 5A East action.
Chicks will go with 2 running backs in the backfield, 1 wide receiver wide to the left. There's the snap. Clark still has it into the end zone. Caught! Taquan Young!
Great play action on that conversion. Oh my.
I tell you what, he faked the Seminoles out of their uniform.
Whoa.
So Clark to Young for the 2-point conversion. Let's pause 30 seconds with our score. Blytheville 14 and Osceola nothing.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NEA Speedway here in Harrisburg for another edition of Saturday Night Speed right here on Tubetown.
Chickasaws will kick it off again. 9-play, 62-yard touchdown drive. Carlton Lee 2-yard run, the 2-point conversion. Clark to Young for the 2-point conversion. The Chicks lead 14-zip. Ball's kicked off down to the 15-yard line. Marshall has it. Marshall gets to the 20. Stutter steps to the 30. Marshall tries to juke out 5 guys, and that didn't go so well. He stopped at the 32-yard line. 32 seconds left to play until halftime. And we'll see if Osceola tries to throw one deep or maybe just toss sweep it to Marshall and see if he can outrun everybody.
He got the explosiveness, that's for sure, in this backfield for the Seminoles. 1 timeout remaining for Osceola here in the first half. Krusky has to be very pleased with his Chickasaws effort here in the first 2 quarters of action.
First down and 10 for Osceola. They've got the ball officially at their own 32. The lineup in the shotgun. Chance Smithy is the quarterback. He's got Jackson beside him. Smithy back to pass, looks left, hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. And Smithy got powdered. Who got him? Was it K-Mel or was it Tyrone Mitchell?
I think it was Mitchell.
I saw somebody with a big white B on his maroon helmet.
Smithy,
the quarterback in the sternum.
Smithy, the Osceola quarterback, not described as the quickest quarterback, a traditional drop back throwing. I think that's why he's in there now. He likes to show his arm off a little bit.
Marshall's in the slot left. Smithy out of the shotgun spread, sets up, and he's going to be sacked. He had nowhere to go with the ball. He might have lost the ball. There's O's the beanbag who came up with the ball. Osceola, so the clock will continue to run. 19 seconds left, and with 16, clock still running. Timeout taken by Blytheville. 13 seconds left. Let's pause 30 seconds with our score. Blytheville 14, Osceola nothing. You're listening to Chickasaw Football on News Talk 910 KLCN. Thank you. 30, yeah.
There's a timeout on the field. Timeout Chickasaw.
Well, I'm a little upset with Fearless Friday. They aren't
Getting you?
Yeah, they aren't getting me, and I'm posting it to them the way they asked. It'll be 3rd down and about 17 yards to go for Osceola. And now they've, well, there's the time you don't see very often. 1:60 left. They've changed it. 16 seconds. They put 3 seconds back on the clock.
A minute what?
1:60 is what the clock said. You ever done that with your microwave?
No, I stay. That's over my head. I stay away from. No. The cat and I didn't get along with the microwave. That's another story.
There's a snap to Smithy. He's going to try the draw play to Jamal Jackson, and Jackson
Jamal Jackson, the ball carrier.
Yeah,
almost lost the football. Timeout's going to be taken by Blytheville with 11 seconds left.
They're still expending all their timeouts. They're going to touch the ball one more time.
Well,
maybe.
No, that was their last timeout right here. Well, let's pause 30 seconds with our score. Blytheville 14, Osceola nothing. You're listening to Chickasaw Football on News Talk 910 KLCN.
Thank you. 30.
Well, they will get a chance to football. I'm sorry, it was 4th down.
Mitchell comes out limping.
That's fine with me.
Our Mitchell.
Oh, our Mitchell? No, that's not fine. Keith Merritt and Jim McLean with you. 11 seconds left to play first half. Osceola will have it 4th down and 17 at their own 25-yard line. And if ever you had a punt block on, this is the situation you want to use it. Just 11 seconds left.
Before that timeout, Tyrone Mitchell of Blytheville went out limping. I think he'll be back. 6'2", 300. He's probably worn out already. He's played a fine game.
Chicks have 2 safeties deep. They may try to run this one back.
Trey Rucker and Sean Rayner deep to receive for the Chickasaws.
Marshall is the kicker, Corliss Marshall, for Osceola. They've got 6 seconds to snap it or take a 5-yard penalty. They may just take the 5-yard penalty.
Well,
and not worry about it.
I don't have no idea what that was all about.
Timeout.
Ran it down to 1 second, called timeout. And
okay.
So
we'll get another 30-second break in. Still Blytheville 14, Osceola nothing. You're listening to Chickasaw Football on News Talk 910, KLCN.
What in the world?
Hey, these kids wake up in a new world every day.
Well, I do too, but I have an excuse. When did you come back?
Okay, it's still 4th down.
What's changed?
4th down and 17.
No one on the Blytheville end has moved.
Marshall will attempt to get the kick away. Gets a good snap. Here's the rush. He gets the kick away. Nice high kick. Is going to come down and take a Osceola bounce at the 40, and that'll end the first half of play. So we have played 1 half of football with our score, Blytheville 14 and Osceola nothing.
At Temps Plus Staffing, our business is a people business, and we're really good at what we do, whether you're looking for a clerical, industrial, or some other type of employment. Our staff knows where to find the right job for you that offers growth potential, benefits packages, and great pay. Stop by our office in Blytheville or Osceola, or check our website today. Temps Plus Staffing. Top jobs, reliable staff, great people.
Okay, Chickasaws are going to kick it off. Jamison Sims is the kickoff man for the Chicks. He puts foot in the ball, and he didn't get all of it. The up man takes it to the 35-yard line. he's going to give ground trying to get outside. That's not a good idea. He's down at the 34-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress back to where he picked the ball up. So it'll be first down and 10 at the 35 for Osceola.
Made by
Deonta Taylor making the stop for the Chicken. Kenta Taylor, I should say, making the stop for the Chickasaws. So Blytheville in the 4-4 defense. And Osceola started the game in the spread, then went to the bone. They're going to open the game in this half in the spread with two wing backs, two backs in the backfield, and a timeout's going to be taken by Blytheville before the first snap of the second half. Let's pause 30 seconds with our score. Blytheville 14, Osceola nothing. You're listening to Chickasaw Football on News Talk 910, KLCN.
Throw a spot here, ID, will
ID,
you, CJ?
Thank you, CJ. Right, 30-second spot and an ID. That's something that you don't see every day.
Applauding them for time management. Is that what you meant? Timeout for the first?
Timeout for the first snap. Osceola with their first snap of the second half. They send all the motion to the right and hand the ball off to the left and pick up about 4 yards on the play, as that was Shaquille Lockhart making on the carry. The Chickasaws stopped him after he gained 4. Second down and 6, spot the ball at the Osceola 40-yard line. 11 and a half minutes left to play. Third quarter, Chicks still lead 14-zip. Out of the shotgun with a double wing, put a man in motion to the left-hand side. Hand it off to him, it's Marshall. Marshall fights his way forward. He's shy of the first down, but he got to the 44-yard line before he was tripped up. Third down and 2 for the Seminoles.
Tackle made by Daquan Young.
Daquan Young up from the defensive end spot. It's Young, Mitchell, Anderson, and Goins, the front four. Nichols, Lee, Walker, and Caleb Brown, the backers. Sean Rayner, Banks, Jonathan Banks, and DeAndre Evans are the deep backs. On third down and 2, man in motion to the left. The ball comes loose. A scramble. It's still loose, and the Chicks get it. Blytheville falls on it at the 35-yard line. I think it was Daquan Young who finally was able to grab it. Yeah, Young will get credit for the fumble recovery. And the Chickasaws will get another turnover.
Second turnover in the game for Osceola. Their first possession of the first half, first play as a matter of fact, was a turnover, and the Chicks capitalized on it. We'll see if they'll do it here to start the second half. And it is raining, not hard, but enough to be an irritant when you're trying to carry a wet ball.
If you can keep the ball dry, then you're okay. Chicks will operate with the tight ends both flex, double wing, double slot I should say. Carlton Lee the lone setback. Man in motion. They hand it off to him. Tries to cut to the left side. That's Northern. And Northern
handoff goes to Marcus Northern.
Didn't have much room. May have lost yardage on the play. On the Chickasaws sideline. That time Carlton Lee was the lead blocker for him. It'll be a loss of 2. Second down and 12 for Blytheville at the Osceola 37.
Running to the short side of the field. Like you said, not much room to work with. Second down. And
on second and 12, they'll split Nichols out wide to the right. They've got a slot to the right and a halfback strong to the left, unbalanced line to the right. Motion to the left. The handoff goes to Lee, and Lee had nowhere to go. That time, Alvin Brown blew the play up as he got into the backfield. He made Lee juke around him, and Anthony Jones was able to come up and make the tackle. A loss of a yard. It's 3rd and 13 for the Chicks on the Seminole 38-yard line. Line to gain just inside the Seminole 25. Nichols out wide to the near side, short side of the field. Double wing formation. Carlton Lee the lone setback. Man in motion to the left. They fake it to him. Rolling to his right. is the quarterback, and a pass intended for DeQuan Young to Montre Clark.
DeQuan Young is incomplete.
Clark trying to hit Young. Young couldn't hang on to that one. It'll be 4th down and 13.
Young was covered big time, but quarterback almost got the ball to him. Really liked the pass. That was a very accurate pass.
You don't often talk about windows in high school football. There was a very small window, and DeMadre Clark got the ball through that window. DeQuan Young almost came up with it. Would have been a great catch.
And the point is, didn't shy away from it. So look for that to improve during this 2012 season.
Chicks are going to go for it on 4th down and 13 from the 38. Now the end started to move, and now he sets again. And the 25-second clock runs out, and the field judge throws the flag. So that'll cost the Chicks 5 yards.
Well, I think the argument is Blytheville called the timeout before time ran out. We'll see who wins.
Pick up the flag.
Timeout
Blytheville. Their second. 9:41 to play, third period. Our score, Blytheville 14, Osceola nothing.
Make no mistake about it. Business is a race. The faster you deliver, the better. These days, old school is getting schooled. Northeast Arkansas is now doing business at quantum speed. Introducing Quantum, only from Ritter Communications. Try to keep up.
Keith Merritt, Jim McLean with you from Haley Field. It's 4th down and 13 from the Osceola 38-yard line. And the Chicks were trying to get the Seminoles to jump offside. It didn't work. So now they will send out Jonathan Banks to kick it away. The deep snapper. Comes over the ball. Nobody deep. Now Marshall will drop back as the safety for Osceola. Banks awaits the snap. A low snap. Gets it away though. Good punt. Marshall will make the catch at the 5. Makes a man miss at the 10. He gets outside to the 15, 20, 30, 35, down the sidelines, and yonder he goes. 95-yard punt return for a touchdown.
33-yard punt and 95-yard return. And despite 2 fumbles, turnovers, Seminoles in this thing.
Well, we knew that Mr. Marshall was a dangerous man with a
95-yard for the Seminole touchdown.
Ball in his hands. Normally you don't catch it inside the 5.
Radford, a deep snapper for Blytheville. Marshall last year, 18 touchdowns of his 1,548 yards. And as we talked about in the first half, he scored them every way he can.
They're going to go for 2, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion. And a toss sweep to the left by Shaquille Lockhart. So that makes it 14-8. Let's pause 30 seconds with our score. Blytheville 14 and Osceola 8.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NEA Speedway here in Harrisburg for another edition of Saturday Night Speed right here on Tubetown.
Keith Merritt along with Jim McLean as the Chickasaws lead is cut to 14-8. 95-yard punt return. So they got points without a drive. 2-point conversion was good on a toss sweep to Lockhart. So now Blytheville will accept the kick by Osceola. As the light rain continues to fall. Here's the kick. End over end, taken at the 20-yard line. Now to the 25. And fighting his way forward to the 30-yard line was Sean Rayner.
Darius Furlow on the return.
No, it was Darius
For the
Furlow,
Chickasaw.
excuse me.
Tackle made by Jamal Jackson. Return to the Chickasaw 30-yard line. First and 10,
So
Blytheville.
first down for the Chicks at their own 30-yard line. First down and 10. DeMadre Clark. They spread them out. They've got twin receivers either way, one back in the backfield. Clark under center. Hands the ball off, and this time not much room for the running back. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10. Now they stop the clock.
Jamal Thompson on the carry.
Jamal Thompson was the ball carrier.
Marion Carr and Jalen Anderson.
And Marion Carr, who made the tackle, was shaken up on the play. And he hobbles off.
First half, Blytheville nearly 200 yards, holding Osceola to 43. And here in the third quarter, I should say, Blytheville negative yards in the first two possessions.
A 5-yard face mask penalty at the end of the play will give the Chickasaws a gain. So it's first down and 4. They put a man in motion, hand it off to him. It's Malik Walker. Walker has the first down and a little more across the 40-yard line on a sweep to the right. He'll get to the 43-yard line of the Chicks, making it first and 10 with 9:02 to play here in the third period. Chicks out in front, 14-8.
Pickup of 7. It'll be first and 10, Chickasaw.
So first down and 10 for Blytheville.
42-yard line.
They operate with the flex formation, one back in the backfield, put Walker in motion. Handoff goes to Walker, sweep to the right. Walker across the 45, gets to the 47-yard line, and then he's knocked down there.
Yeah, nice gain by Blytheville running back. 7 yards in the previous gain and 5 yards that time. Malik Walker, 5'8", 175.
It'll be second down and a long 4 for the Chickasaws. And when they put the ball down, it'll be at the Blytheville 48. Second and 4 with 8:44 to go, third period. Twin receivers either way, one back in the backfield. It's Fred Smith. DeMadre Clark under center. Put a man in motion to the near side, hand it off to him. Tries to get to the corner, fighting his way forward to midfield, and he's down there. That time it was Marcus Northern, the ball carrier. That'll bring up third down and 2.
Tevin James on the tackle for Osceola. Really a nice tackle by Osceola, preventing any more yards after the initial hit.
And one of the Seminoles, I think Jamal Jackson, has got a real bad cramp. He grabbed the calf of his leg, and brother, I've been there, and that ain't no fun at all. They're going to help him off the field. You could tell by the way he went down and grabbed for the calf what was happening to him.
It's a classic nonverbal behavior. You know exactly what's going on. The humidity out here is only about
150%. There's a hurricane coming. Third down and 2 from midfield. They send Nichols wide to the right, wing to the right, halfback to the left. Motion back to the left-hand side. Handoff goes to the left.
Wow.
Jamal Thompson, and he had nowhere to go. It'll be 4th down and 2 yards to go from midfield. And we'll see if Coach Vince McCroskey wants to roll the dice here.
Loss of 1.
He lost a yard back to the 49.
Ball at the Chickasaw 49 yard
So it's
line.
4th down and 3. Lee's going to check in. He's going to replace Jamal Thompson.
See if a hard count will work to get the Seminoles off.
Yeah, DeMadre Clark's only a sophomore, but he's gotten them to jump offside a number of times. As the Chickasaws line up with 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. They're going to go for it. They give it to Lee, and Lee, oh, I think he's got it. I think he's got it. We'll wait and see. He's at the 48-yard line of Osceola. They spread out the defense
Tackle made by Deshaun Fowler.
and ran it up the middle. They may bring out the sticks, but eyeballing it from our perch in the catbird seat at Haley Field, looks like a 1st down from here. But then again, I'm sitting here wearing maroon socks and a maroon shirt.
Right, right.
There'll be an official timeout for measurement.
And they're going to do what good officials
You
do
know,
in this
I-
situation, bring out the sticks, make sure.
Mechanically, I really liked what the official did as he spotted the ball. He was looking away from the 1st down markers as he spotted the ball, and his opinion on where it was, and then turn around and face the 1st down markers. You know, it's the little things that count, but that was a pretty objective move.
They stretch it out. Well, it's close. They stretch out the sticks.
Got to get on the ground and look at that one now. That's
He's looking at it. It's 1st down Osceola.
oh, man.
They say it's short.
A millimeter. You could
Less
measure
than
it
that.
again. You could measure it again. It might be a 1st down. Wow.
So the 4th down gamble fails.
Osceola will take over 1st and 10.
Remember this one.
Yep, 7:20 to go, 3rd quarter, 14-8. Chicks with the lead. And Osceola gets it in great field. Okay, bring the sticks back out.
Yeah,
Measure
exactly.
it again from where the official put it down, and Blytheville has a 1st down.
It was that close. You're exactly right. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a measurement that close and not be a 1st down. Wow.
I may have seen it somewhere, but it's been a long time.
So Osceola's second possession actually of the 2nd half. They turned the ball over on their 1st possession.
Out of the shotgun, they put a man in motion to the left-hand side. Back to pass goes Carr. He slings it out to the left flat. It's caught, and then fighting his way back to the line of scrimmage was Shaquille Lockhart.
For Shaquille Lockhart.
He lost a yard. 2nd down and 11. Spot the ball, the Osceola 47.
Loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and
Tyrone
11
Mitchell making the stop.
at the Seminole
Mitchell's going to check
47
out of the
yard
ball game. Datronell Emerson checks in.
I think he's cramping as well.
Yeah. 2nd down and 11. They stop the clock to allow Mitchell to get off the field. Out of the shotgun. Handoff goes inside. Oh, brother! Corliss Marshall
on the carry.
picked up 3, and all of a sudden, he wasn't going forward, he was going backwards. Xavier Nichols, the outside linebacker, making the hit.
Mitchell thought he saw some daylight to his left, but the clouds quickly came in.
He saw a big number 5 was the last thing he saw. It's 3rd down and 7 at the Chickasaw 49. They send 2 wide receivers, 1 either way. Put a man in motion, run the option play, and that's going to lose yardage. Marshall couldn't get started. He was outrun by Carlton Lee, and you don't see that happen every day.
In the backfield, ran for a 4-yard loss. And now Osceola in a interesting position. Surely they'll punt here.
Yeah, one would think so.
First,
Trey Rucker's going to return the kick.
stranger things have happened in this rivalry.
Now, and remember, Marshall's the punter.
Yeah.
Trey Rucker is deep. Waiting for the snap. Soft snap, but he gets.
Oh, my.
Oh, the kick comes over to us. That's going to be in Osceola territory, out of bounds, and it didn't reach midfield.
3-yard punt.
And nobody got a hand on it.
Wow.
Wow.
Break for the Chickasaws.
Yeah, they'll take it.
Didn't get the first down, but actually they in a little better field position than they would have got the first down.
Yeah, it's first down and 10 with the ball at the 48-yard line, just across the 48, so it's officially at the Osceola 47. At least according to the NCAA stat keepers.
There you go.
5:15 left to play, third quarter, 14-8, Blytheville in the lead. Jamal Thompson comes into the game at running back. Now Blytheville sets up with a halfback to the right side, motion right. They hand it off to Thompson up the middle. Thompson fights across the 45-yard line. He'll get to the 44. He stopped there. A gain of about 3 on the play. Will bring up second down, 7 yards to go.
Tackle made by Anthony Jones.
Chickasaws running no huddle.
Blytheville led 14-0 at halftime. If you're just joining us, Osceola scored on a 95-yard punt return. Here in the second half, it's been the only score.
On 2nd and 7. Chickasaws at the line of scrimmage. They're going to line up in that flex with one back in the backfield. 4 seconds on the play clock. Man in motion. Hand off to Thompson. Flag is down at the snap. Thrown by the line judge.
Jamal Thompson, the ball carrier.
So we'll see
Up by
the legal procedure against the Chicks. It'll cost them 5 yards. Wipe out the gain. It'll be second down and about 12.
Thompson running out of a shoe. He'll come to the sidelines and get that laced up.
Carlton Lee will come in.
Illegal procedure against the Chickasaws.
Illegal procedure against Blytheville.
Ball will be spotted at the Seminole 49-yard line.
Spot at the Seminole 49, second down and 12.
Second down and 12.
Evans comes out wide to the near side. They've got a double wing formation, a tight end to the far side. They put Taylor in motion, hand it off to Lee. Lee tries the right side, gets back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe a yard more. That'll bring up third down and long for the Chickasaws at the Seminole 46-yard line. Jamal Jackson making the stop.
Along with Michael Cody. Gain of 3 on the play. The third and 9.
Third down and 9 for the Chicks. DeMadre Clark was 50% throwing the ball in the first half. Now they're going to going to line up in the shotgun with the flex. Clark sets up. He's going to pump. He's going to throw, and it's tipped incomplete. That one was intended for Daquan Taylor. And so now it's fourth down, 9 yards to go. And the Chicks.
Taylor's drawing attention on his routes. That time double team. The Chickasaws look like they're going to punt.
Yep. Jonathan Banks is the punter.
Chickasaws.
Marquise Radford is the deep snapper.
Held to only 1 first down here so far in the third quarter.
So Radford comes over the ball.
Get a good punt here and get.
No, even a good punt with number 6 back returning it.
That's right.
He ran one back 95 yards. Now the snap is fumbled, and trying to fight forward is Banks, and Banks is going to be stopped in Chickasaw territory well shy of a first down at the 48-yard line. So the Chicks turn it over on downs and give the ball to Osceola in their own territory about at midfield.
Officially a 6-yard loss here for Blytheville.
Chickasaw 48-yard line.
So Osceola with an opportunity once again after the Chicks turn it over on downs. They're going to operate out of the shotgun. They send Jackson wide to the left-hand side. Now they're going to operate out of the wishbone with Jackson as a split end to the left. There's the snap. There's the toss. Marshall gets past the first man, now the second. The third man is going to make the stop after a gain of about 8.
Marshall on the carry. Stop made by Carlton Lee.
DeQuan Young got hit with a crackback block. I don't think he ever saw the blocker.
Pick up of 7 on the play.
He was trying to make the stop on the end, and he's going to come out of the ball game. He's a little gimpy. He'll be replaced by Marcus Northern.
7-yard gain, second and about 3 here for the Seminoles.
Spot at the Blytheville 41-yard line. Out of the wishbone. They give the ball to Marshall. He tries to bounce outside. Gets past the first guy. He can't get past the rest. I think he lost a yard on the play.
And now throws to Corliss Marshall.
There were a bunch of people. Camel Goins gets credit for the tackle. He had some help. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 3.
Well, the defenses have really played well here in the third quarter. Blytheville held only 1 first down, and Osceola yet to get a first down here in the third quarter.
On 3rd down and 3. They'll line up in the bone once again. Twin tight ends. A handoff to the second man through, and there's nobody home. Whoa!
Inside blitz by the Chickasaws, and I tell you what, he timed that. Carlton Lee timed that perfectly as he hit that line of scrimmage. Wow.
Carlton Lee almost took the handoff. Shaquille Lockhart is going to go back to the sidelines and say, don't do that to me again.
Wow.
Lockhart
I mean,
was
no
the ball
one
carrier.
picked him up at all.
No, he had a free shot. So now Corliss Marshall will kick it away. Deep to return for the Chicks is Trey Rucker. There's the snap. There's the kick. No chance for a return. It's going to bounce inside the 15 and die around the 13. So the Chicks will have it deep in their own territory with 1:22 left to play here in the third quarter, leading it 14-6.
32-yard punt, no return. So Osceola's had it 3 times here in the third quarter. No first downs. They turned the ball over and punted twice. Chickasaws have had the ball 3 times and only 1 first down.
So it's been a defensive battle here in the third quarter. So Blytheville with it deep in their own territory. They spotted the 14. First down and 10 from there. Put a man in motion across the formation. They're going to try to throw. They've got a man open.
Oh,
it's Walker,
man.
and he can't hang on. Walker was open, but he couldn't make the catch.
Coming out of the backfield, wide open. Ah, man, I like the call. First down on your own 12, 13-yard line. Wow, I like it.
Had the man open, just couldn't hang on. Wind has died down to nothing. So it's 2nd down and 10. Blytheville operating out of the flex, double slot with Jamal Thompson, the lone setback. Here's the sweep to Rayner, and Rayner is close to a first down. Boy, all of a sudden, it didn't look like there was much of anything going for the Chicks, and Rayner kept going to the corner and got it, and got very close to the first down marker. Looks like he's short.
Rayner has been effective, taking advantage of the field, going on toward the sidelines here in this ball game. Well, we're taking our time.
Yeah, we're taking our time, but it is first down for the Chicks with 1:15 to play here in the third period.
11-yard gain.
Gain of 10 on the play.
So it's first down.
First down.
at their own 24-yard line.
See if the Chickasaws can establish a nice drive, take some time off the clock.
They send one receiver out wide to the right, put a man in motion to the left-hand side. Handoff goes to the right-hand side, and fighting his way forward to the 25-yard line was
Handoff goes to Jamal Thompson.
Jamal Thompson. Thought Thompson was in the ball game at the setback spot.
It's not made by
A gain of a yard and a half, second down and 8. Carlton Lee will check back in, replacing Thompson.
Second and 9. Chickasaw 26-yard line.
Spot the ball to 26. Twin receivers out wide to the right. Wing to the left. They put a man in motion to the left. Handoff up the middle. Now keeping the ball on the left-hand side. This is Northern. Northern has the first down on the inside cross across the 40 to the 46-yard line. And Marcus Northern faked out Osceola and Keith Merritt. We were all out of luck.
Faked me out to 20-yard gain, running here to the near side. And coming up a little lame for Osceola is Tevin James.
19 seconds left here in the third quarter. And timeout. No.
James is down
Official
now. He's
timeout.
going to need
Yeah,
a
there's
little.
an official timeout. And James is shaken up for the Seminoles.
So 2 first downs out of 3 plays, starting on Blytheville's 13 for this drive. And unfortunately, the momentum that Blytheville had captured here early on might be stopped.
Well, you can certainly understand why these young men are cramping up.
Oh, man.
I mean,
Jeez.
I haven't done a thing up here
You're
tonight. I'm
starting to
sweating
cramp.
buckets.
Uh-oh, your Cardinals,
Yeah, they went down again, didn't they?
8-1.
Vapid hitting, and I do not understand why.
Garcia, 3 and 6.
You only score 1 run, you're not going to win very many games unless you got a guy named Gibson pitching. And Rapid Robert has been retired for a while.
He has indeed.
Although I'd still take my chances with a 70-year-old Bob Gibson. He'd find a way.
Just fear itself.
Yeah.
Fear
Chickasaws
itself.
line up in the shotgun with a double flex, left and right. Back to the right side of Clark. Takes a snap. Sets up. Now
Plenty
looks to
of
run.
time.
And he's going to cut up field. Fights his way forward across the 50. And he stepped out of bounds in Osceola territory at the 49-yard line.
Wow, all kinds of time.
And then
For Clark.
nobody was open. And so he just jitterbugged his way as far as he could. Wound up getting out of bounds, picked up 5 yards.
5 yards, didn't force the issue on a pass play. Took his time as the defenders cleared, gave him a little room to the near side. Like the sophomore.
He's done a good job. Unbalanced line to the right. Wide receiver goes to the right. They hand it off on the sweep. Here's Daquan Taylor. Spins to the left and gets up close to the sticks. He's right around the 45-yard line. And we'll have to wait and see where they finally mark him down. I'll tell you what, where the umpire is. Nope, he's short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That'll end the third quarter. We go into the fourth with our score, Blytheville 14, Osceola 8.
At Temps Plus Staffing, our business is a people business, and we're really good at what we do, whether you're looking for a clerical, industrial, or some other type of employment. Our staff knows where to find the right job for you that offers growth potential, benefits packages, and great pay. Stop by our office in Blytheville or Osceola, or check our website today. Temps Plus Staffing. Top jobs, reliable staff, great people.
The Chickasaws lead at 14-8 and have the football. And they're using the officiating crew using the sticks
To mark the
to
ball.
mark
play.
the ball.
I like
before-
that.
Oh, this crew has done a very good
Oh,
job.
yeah, I like it now.
I mean, there have been times when I have not been pleased with the guys in the striped shirts, but
What's the dude's name?
let's tip the old war bonnet to Brad Davidson, Tony Davis, Anthony Renshaw, Trey Stafford, my old buddy, and Mark Harden.
Who's that guy's name, Keith? That
We're not going there. Slowly I turn, step by step. When you
Okay.
mention an official and you start doing a Three Stooges routine, Niagara Falls.
third down and
Third down
short.
and inches. Third down and inches.
Drive started on Blytheville's 13. Let's see if we can convert another third down here. Did so well in the first half.
They line up in the gun. Receiver out wide to the right-hand side. Two wings, put a man in motion. There's the snap. Triple option. Flag down. They're going to stop the play. And I don't know what the Chickasaws did wrong there. But the head linesman, Anthony Renshaw, spotted something.
A procedure call, maybe.
Yep. He saw something that I did not see.
So rather than third and short,
It's 3rd and 5 and a little bit.
Chickasaw leads 14-8. Osceola only score in the second half. It's been the 8 points.
A 95-yard punt return for the touchdown. They send one receiver out wide to the left-hand side. They'll go back under center with DeMadre Clark. One back in the backfield, double wing. Clark looks over the defense, and he let the 25-second clock run out. Chickasaws only have,
There's a flag on the play.
well, according to the scoreboard clock, the Chicks only have one timeout left, and Osceola has none. I don't recall Osceola.
I don't either. I do recall Blytheville
Yeah, Blytheville.
calling. They
calling
called
a
too
couple.
early.
Yeah.
Okay, now
So it's
rather
3rd
than
and
3rd
10.
and short,
Yeah.
10 and a little bit.
Yep. So on 3rd down, they operate one wide receiver to the left. Here's Clark trying to get away from the blitz. He's got some room, 45 midfield, got a block, 45, and I think he's got the first down. He sure does. He got to the 42-yard line of Osceola, and that'll be good for a 1st and 10
On the keeper.
on the quarterback keep.
Tackle made by Shadondre Black.
Shadondre Black made the stop, bumped him out of bounds.
The pickup of 12 on the play.
So a 12-yard gain, and the Chickasaws have it. 1st and 10 at the Seminole 42.
Chickasaw, first down.
I don't know about you, but I'd feel a lot better with another TD
Oh, yeah,
on the board.
at least with this explosive capability. Of course, the Chickasaws have held Osceola in check from the line of scrimmage.
Hopkins wide to the left, back to pass Clark. He sets up, he throws, he's got a man, ooh, couldn't make the catch. Rayner had it go off his fingertips, incomplete.
That's going to be there. That is going to be there before the end of the season.
Yeah, and Sean Rayner is going to hobble out of the ball game, I think. Yeah, he's going to check out because the reason he didn't make that catch was that he had just enough of a hitch in his giddy-up. I think his legs cramped up on him when he went to reach for the ball. 2nd down, 10 yards to go from the Osceola 42. Chickasaws will run the double flex. Carlton Lee, the setback. Put a man in motion. Hand it off to him, sweep to the right-hand side. That's Walker. Walker runs over a man. Oh, my. He got to the 30. That's another 1st down.
Walker,
Sweep to the right. Whoa.
he could have taken the sideline. No. Turn it up, got 4 more yards and some respect. Whoa.
He powdered the defense. That is what is called finishing off a run.
Whoa.
When you make the defender wish he hadn't tackled you, you have finished off your run.
I like the options, take the sideline or turn it up.
1st down and 10, spot at the 29. Man in motion. Here's a sweep to the right. Walker again gets down to the 20-yard line. This will be short. Now they're going to say his knee went down at the 22. That'll be short of the first down, but another good gain on that sweep out of that tight flex formation.
5'8", 175 for Walker. Golly, he just lowered the boom.
When I talk about the flex formation, the ends are about 3 yards outside the tackles, and then you've got the guys who would normally be wingbacks in the slots. Now they operate with a double wing, put a man in motion to the right side. Give it to Walker. It's working. Why quit?
Whoa.
He's at the 15. He's at the 10. That's another first down for the Chickasaws. Engine number 42, Malik Walker. With 10:42 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Blytheville leading it 14-8.
34 yards in the last 3 plays by Malik Walker. They look all the same to me.
Yep. Chicks have gotten contributions from the roster.
They sure have. Good balance in the running back. Walker's still in there. They're going to do it again.
No, Walker checks out for a well-deserved break.
Kidding.
Now they run split backs with a slot to the right, wide receiver to the right, unbalanced line to the right. They're going to run the sweep to the right, but this time it's Rayner. Rayner fights his way forward, gets down to the 5-yard line. Made the first guy, Anthony Jones, miss. Then they caught up with him from the inside. But Rayner did a good job of getting as much as he could. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Well, we said at the start of the broadcast, it's what's up front that counts. And the offensive and defensive lines for the Chickasaws have really played well tonight.
13th play in this drive. Started on Blytheville's 13-yard lines. Ate some time, and hopefully we'll get some points.
3 wide receivers. They put a man in motion to the right side. Hand it off to Carlton Lee. They can't stop Lee. He's at the goal line. Touchdown try! 9:36 left to play, fourth quarter. And Blytheville gets that second touchdown.
What a
Carlton
nice
Lee, 5-yard run.
What a nice drive. All the positive yards on the ground. 0 of 2 passing, but the passing really kept the Osceola defense in check as well.
Chicks are going to go for 2. They line up in the flex with Clark under center. Man in motion to the right. They gave the ball to Malik Walker, and a flag is down. Rayner goes into the end zone, but a flag thrown after he scored.
Great deception on the Blytheville execution as it is. I think the score is going to stay.
That may be an unsportsmanlike penalty. I don't know if Rayner said something. Unsportsmanlike against Blytheville.
Penalty is unsportsmanlike conduct against the Chickasaws.
Well,
penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Rayner pointed to the sky. He didn't point at another player. You know, he didn't point at a teammate for making a block. He just pointed straight up to the sky like you've seen Albert Pujols do 1,000 times. But this time, because he pointed at the sky, that's a 15-yard penalty.
Well, you didn't have this officiating crew or the AAA. I'm telling you. 13-play, 87-yard scoring drive by the Chickasaws. Got 5 first downs in that drive. And Keith, only 1 first down execution was on the 3rd down. This drive was so effective that they only had 1 third down opportunity. Everything else was 1st and 2nd down. So ate some time and dominated the line of scrimmage.
So Blytheville with the lead, but now they have to kick it off from the 25. So Osceola should have great field position. There's the kick, and it's along the ground, still loose. Rolls to the 50, and it'll be in Blytheville territory, just barely. First down and 10 for the Seminoles. And Osceola will have it, first down and 10, trailing 22-8. So they're down 2 scores and 2 one-point conversions or 1 2-point conversions.
First and 10, Osceola.
Osceola has it first down and 10. Ball spotted on the far hash mark.
Official stoppage here as the chain gang gets their act together. Now we'll go.
The line up in the wishbone, twin tight ends. There's a toss sweep, and
Whoa.
Marshall's going to score. Whoa! 49-yard touchdown. I think the Chicks only had 10 men on the field.
Number 6, Corliss Marshall.
And Corliss Marshall answers.
Wow, Marshall turned it up, and he was past the second line of defense for the Chickasaws before they even knew it. 49-yard. Osceola back.
Within one touchdown.
Yeah.
They're going to go for two here. It's 22-14 in favor of Blytheville. They get the ball to the left-hand side and into the end zone for the two-point conversion. As Shaquille Lockhart adds the two-point conversion, and the Chickasaws lead, just like that, is cut to 6. It's Osceola, Blytheville 22, Osceola 16.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NEA Speedway here in Harrisburg for another edition of Saturday Night Speed right here on Tubetown.
One play, 49-yard touchdown drive. Marshall, a 49-yard run. Lockhart's two-point conversion was good. And the Chickasaws lead is back to 6. 22-16 our score. And so Blytheville will get the ball back. Sean Rayner is deep. Corliss Marshall, who's done everything but play the tuba,
Boy, isn't that the truth?
is set to kick it off. Line drive kick. Skips past the Chickasaw return man. Is picked up at the 10-yard line. He's going to put his head down and get to the 13. Darius Furlow on the return. So the Chickasaws with 9:14 have it deep in their own territory with a 6-point lead. And what they'll attempt to do is what they did the last time.
13-play, 87-yard drive they did last time.
Clark brings them up to the line of scrimmage, and now timeout's going to be taken by Osceola. So let's pause 30 seconds with our score. Blytheville 22, Osceola 16.
Mom, what's wrong with the internet? Who's streaming again? Why is it so slow?
Why it's not working?
Mom, something's wrong with the internet.
I don't know.
Don't let your family suffer from a slow internet connection. With Ritter, you get the speed you need for online harmony. Speed matters. Get the highest internet speed only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
22-16, Chickasaws with the lead. Newport beat Netherland tonight, 38-32. Let's see. So we check the Fearless Friday scoreboard.
Whitehall, our last opponent last year.
Greenbrier beat BB 35-0. So nobody from our league has won yet. Chickasaws with the lead. And the ball. First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line. Thompson is the lone setback out of the flex. They give it on the sweep to Walker again. Malik Walker, the 25. Not Walker, it's Rainier. Rayner, I should say. Rainier is that mountain over in Seattle. Sean Rayner is a halfback for the Chickasaws. Sorry about that, Sean.
Rayner kept it in bounds. The clock still runs after they'll reset the first down markers.
The game of 16 on the play.
Yeah, they stop the clock to move the sticks. They crank it up again.
16-yard gain, first down for the Chickasaws. Big chunks.
Madre Clark has the play. His teammates check their wristbands. Now Clark will milk that clock as much as he can. Man in motion. They hand the ball off up the middle, and Thompson fights his way forward for limited yardage. Got up to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I think that was broken.
You think it was intended to go to Taylor?
Yeah.
The motion man. And now Thompson is gimpy. He's going to come out of the ball game. Carlton Lee checks back in. Now a couple of his teammates are going to help him off. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Out of the flex, double wing. Put a man in motion to the right, hand it off to him. Coming to the right-hand side and getting tripped up at the 39-yard line is Trey Rucker.
The ball carrier.
So it'll be third down and short, third down at about 3. Shaquille Lockhart making the tackle. Got a lot of the guys going both ways on both these clubs.
Starting to see it now in the fourth quarter.
And it's been a hot and humid evening.
Ball at the Chickasaw 39-yard line.
So third down and a long 2 from the 39. Line to gain is halfway between the 41 and 42-yard line. Out of the flex, one back in the backfield. They give it to Quan Taylor, and Taylor breaks a tackle, breaks a second tackle, but he's still going to be brought down for a big loss. Way back close to the 30-yard line. Going to give him forward progress to the 34. But there wasn't much forward progress that time. Osceola was able to shut DeQuan Taylor completely off.
About a 5-yard loss and fourth down, and that was a key stop for the Seminoles, who trail by 6, and plenty of time remaining here for Osceola. They don't need much time.
Not with
all
number
they
6.
need, yeah, all they need is about 1 second per 10 yards, the way that kid runs.
Now Osceola's going to take time out, so will we. Let's pause 30 seconds. 6:41 to play in the game with our score. Blytheville 22, Osceola 16.
Make no mistake about it. Business is a race. The faster you deliver, the better. These days, old school is getting schooled. Northeast Arkansas is now doing business at quantum speed. Introducing Quantum, only from Ritter Communications. Try to keep up.
And what do you want to bet? Last thing head coach Vince McCroskey said was kick it away from the safety. The safety wears number 6, Corliss Marshall.
But kick it, make contact.
Yeah.
We've got to get this thing out of Blytheville territory.
Marshall stands at his own 30. He's got a 95-yard punt return for a touchdown already tonight. Banks gets the kick away. High kick, short kick, bounces straight up at the 50, rolls sideways, and they'll down it at the 50.
Punt will roll dead at the 50-yard line.
6:38 left to go, so Osceola in pretty good field position at midfield.
17-yard punt.
17-yard punt.
No return. Whoa, don't like this.
You would have liked to have about 10 more yards on that kick with no return, but
Blytheville's given up the big plays. They've given up the punt return and a 49-yard run at the last possession Osceola had. Other than that, Blytheville stopped this ball club.
they'll operate out of the shotgun with a double slot. They put Marshall in motion. Now they hand it off to the other guy. They hand it off to Jackson on triple option. Triple option out of the shotgun. Jackson picks up a little bit more than 5 yards. He got to the Blytheville 44. Carlton Lee made the stop. One of the chicks is shaken up.
Mitchell again.
Cordell Barber will come in and replace him.
Mitchell's just worn out.
Yeah, he's got a cramp. Second down and a long 4 to go. The ball at the Blytheville 44. Out of the shotgun. They hand it off to Marshall, and Marshall fights his way forward. They tripped him up that time. Shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Only got a yard out of that one. But like another number 6 of days gone by, here comes that man again.
It'll be 3rd down and 3. The Chickasaw 43-yard line.
Corliss Marshall has done yeoman work for Osceola. 5:32 in the clock running. 4th quarter. Chicks lead by 6. 3rd down. Out of the shotgun. Twin wide receivers. Double wing. Marshall goes in motion to the right side. They try to hand the ball off, and they'll lose a couple of yards. They tried to run it back up the middle with Jamal Jackson, trying to fake it to Corliss Marshall. As the clock ticks down to the 5-minute mark, I'd be surprised to see Osceola punted here.
Carlton Lee standing on that one, and Blytheville had 9 in the box, and they really did a good job on the offensive and secondary part of their defensive line.
They got 12 seconds to snap it, and they don't have any timeouts left according to the board. 4th down, they got 5, 4, 3. I don't think there's any way they can get it off. 2, 1, they do get it off. They get it to Marshall. Marshall on the sweep to the right, and
fumbled it.
He fumbled the football, but he didn't get the first down anyway, even if he got the ball back.
Fumbles it out of bounds on about the 46.
And so Blytheville will get the ball back on downs. Well, I was amazed that they got the snap off before the play clock ran out on them.
And again, Blytheville holds the Seminoles to no first downs. The only first downs Osceola's had here in the second half is essentially as a result of that 49-yard run.
They got 1 first down this half.
That's it. Everything else has been 3 and out.
First down, or 4 and out in this case.
Right.
4:26 left to go. And now the Chicks want to run some clock if they can. They'll operate with the flex. They put a man in motion to Quan Taylor. Hand it off to him, sweep to the left. He'll turn upfield, and somebody lost their hat. A Seminole lost his helmet. Not much gain for Taylor. He got back to the line of scrimmage. But somebody for the Seminoles had his lid pop off his noggin. You don't want that.
No, not in any level of football.
No. That helmet needs to be a little tighter. 2nd down and 10 from the 46-yard line. 4:11 left to play, and Chicks trying to bleed some clock. 1 receiver out wide to the right-hand side. They put a man in motion. Hand it off up the middle. Big yardage. Carlton Lee breaks it at the 40, the 35, dragged down to the 32. They'll stop the clock with 3:56 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Chicks get another first down. They're worried about trying to cover DeQuan Young out in the right sideline. And Carlton Lee took advantage by running straight up the gut.
Pick up a 25 on the play.
25-yard gainer. Bring in a new football.
Huge first down, 3:56.
First down.
And now Blytheville has it in Osceola territory at the 31. 1 receiver out wide to the left-hand side. Put a man in motion to the left. Handoff goes up the middle, not much there. A couple of gain yards. Carlton Lee, the ball carrier. Devarius Hawkins making the stop. Gain of 2, 2nd down, 8 yards to go. 3 minutes and 28 seconds left to play here in the ball game. Osceola out of timeouts. So Blytheville, with 21 seconds on the snap clock, can take all the time they want. They send DeQuan Young out way wide to the right. Xavier Nichols wide to the left. The 1 back Carlton Lee is deep in the backfield. Man in motion across the formation. They hand it off to Lee. Lee has room. Still on his feet at the 20, the 15, the 10. Runs over a man at the 5. They try to drag him down. Touchdown, Gerard Carlton Lee.
Wow, what a run by Carlton Lee. 30 yards and just ran down people.
He ran them over.
Saw that touchdown end zone, lowered his head. 30 yards was not to be denied. Chicks now up by 2 scores. Wow.
His third touchdown of the night. That one a 30-yard run. Chicks are going to go for 2 here. Jamal Thompson comes on, but they haven't set the play clock yet, so Chicks have lots of time. Out of the flex, Thompson the lone setback. Put a man in motion. Hand it off to him. It's Rayner. Rayner to the right. Leans in. Good! So Sean Rayner adds the 2-point conversion. Let's pause 30 seconds. 2:54 left to play. Our score, Blytheville 30, Osceola 16.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NEA Speedway here in Harrisburg for another edition of Saturday Night Speed right here on Tubetown.
Chickasaws lead by 14, 30-16 is our score, with 2:54 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Four-play, 54-yard touchdown drive for the Chickasaws. Here's the kickoff. Line drive kick, bounces to one of the upbacks at the 30-yard line, and that's Shaquille Lockhart. And Lockhart's return will give the Seminoles the ball at their own 36-yard line. 2:47 left to go on this one. Chickasaws the lead 30-16, and Osceola hoping they can come up with another big play. That's what they've had for their 2 touchdowns.
That's right.
2 big plays by Marshall.
They've had no sustained drives at all.
Nope.
All even.
They're going to line up out of the shotgun. Oops.
Whoa.
And Malik Walker decided he was going to go join the Seminoles in the huddle.
Well, it worked earlier.
But he was a little early, so that's going to cost the Chicks 5.
The flag on the play.
Don't need that.
That's one of those offsides penalties where all you can do is grin and walk back to your defensive huddle. Say, whoops. Out of the shotgun, they put Marshall in motion.
Again.
They're going to try to throw the ball deep, and it is batted down. Incomplete. DeAndre Evans was intended for... I don't think that was intended for Lockhart, was it? Maybe it was.
These guys are tired. I mean, both ends. These guys are just kind of a fast walk back to the huddle.
Yeah.
With wide receivers. Like, oh, man.
It's 2nd down and 5. 2:42 left to play. Clock stopped in the incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun with a double wing. Marshall is to the near side. Chicks show blitz. Here they come. They get the throw away, and it's almost intercepted and then almost caught. Flag down back at the quarterback.
Antonio Knox for Chickasaws tipping the ball.
Chop block penalty against the Seminoles with 2:35 left to play.
41-yard line. There's the flag on the play.
Now would the Chickasaws take the penalty or take the down?
I think take the down.
Well, I think this penalty is a spot foul.
Okay.
A chop block.
Penalty is an illegal block against the Seminoles.
Yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which was back where the defensive line had a team meeting at quarterback. I mean, how Marion Carr got that pass away is beyond me, because he was going to get drilled.
So line of scrimmage now, Osceola 19.
The line to gain is the 46. It's second down and 27. Marshall gets the toss, sweep to the right. Marshall could score again.
Golly.
Down he goes down the right sideline. Can they get an angle on him? Nope. He's going to take it in with 2:24 left, 23 left to play.
81 yards.
There's that man again. 2:23 left.
Corliss Marshall on the carry. 81 yards for a 7-0 touchdown.
That's Marshall's third touchdown.
225 all-purpose yards on 3.
3 plays. 3 touchdowns.
And I bet they only have 1 first down for the rest of the plays.
If that. They'll go for 2. I mean, if he gets a crease, forget it.
Yeah.
Out of the bone, twin tight ends. Back to pass goes Carr. He's lobs it into the end zone, and it's complete.
Caleb Brown may have tipped it.
Carr's pass is complete to Dondre Black.
Marshall set to kick it off. He
There we
puts the
go.
ball on the ground, gets the good hop, but Xavier Nichols is right there to make the catch with 2:19 left to play. Blytheville keeps the ball. Nice play by Xavier Nichols.
It'll be first and 10 Chickasaw.
First down and 10 for the Chicks with 2:19 left to play. Osceola does not have any times out left. You'd think one more first down would be the end of this one. But you never know. 2:19 left to go. First down and 10 for the Chickasaws. They'll operate out of the flex. Put a man in motion to the right side. Hand it off to him. It's Walker. Walker at the 50. Walker at the 40. Walker at the 30. Walker at the 20. And they drag him down at the 20-yard line. Malik Walker kept from scoring by Shaquille Lockhart as the Chickasaws get another big play with 2:10 left to go in the football game.
37-yard gain by Walker, and Osceola put her down on the field, and this is obviously a cramp. Tries to extend his leg and get that cramp out of there.
First and 10 Chickasaw.
Blytheville will take a knee and take a blow here.
I tell you what, this is the type of day where the officials can come down with a cramp.
A lot up and down the field.
A lot of up and down the field.
Wow.
You know, and you're talking about guys in their 30s and up.
Yeah. Their first game too, by the way.
Their first game of the year, and they're trying to keep up with at best, 18-year-olds who have a lot more energy.
Well, and a lot more speed. I mean, there's
Yeah.
a lot of speed out here tonight. There'll be teams in the 5A East that won't have this much speed as we're seeing tonight.
Corliss Marshall can play for just about anybody from what I've seen.
Yeah, ASU and UAPB have offered him scholarships already. And
Now, if he's able to keep his academics, you know, if he does his work academically, I'd love to see him over in ASU.
I think he's keeping these options open as well.
No, you can't blame him for that. Out of the flex, first down and 10 yards to go with 2 minutes left. DeMondre Clark is going to milk that play clock as long as he can. They put a man in motion to the right side. Hand it off to Lee up the middle. Lee is tackled at the 20, fights his way forward. Might have gotten to the 19-yard line. Clock continues to run with 1:36 left to play. as the Chickasaws try to run the clock completely down.
Gain of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9, the Osceola 20-yard line.
2nd down and 9 from the Osceola 19. Chickasaws in the flex. Carlton lead lone setback. 12 seconds on the play clock. DeMadre Clark looks at the play clock, looks at the defense. Now gets under center. They put a man in motion to the right side. They hand it off to the right side. And Rayner gets a couple of yards, stays in bounds.
John Rayner on the carry.
And then he's tackled, and let's see. They stopped the clock with 57 seconds
Tackle made
left.
by Anthony Jones.
Osceola is going to take a timeout. Now, the clock indicated they didn't have any left, but that isn't official.
Let's remind our listeners that a replay of all home games for the Blytheville Chickasaws can be seen on Tubetown. That's channel 21 locally, and this will be, the Osceola game will be aired September 4th. And also at 8 o'clock, and then Ritter Tubetown will also air the Vince McCroskey show. And this will be aired on game day at 6 o'clock on Tubetown on every Friday preceding the Blytheville game. And that will, while that'll air at 6 o'clock on Tubetown, a replay of that interview with Vince McCroskey and myself will air on KLCN at 7:15, typically, except the Little Rock game.
Little Rock game,
Because
which
Little
is
Rock
7
starts
o'clock.
at 7, so it'll be 6:15, and I got a diagram for you, and I'll show it. But anyway, those are upcoming events here for Blytheville, or the Chickasaws, on Tubetown.
59 seconds left to play. It's 3rd down and 9 from the 19. Chickasaw send one receiver wide to the left. They put a man in motion to the left. The ball gets fumbled and a scramble for it, and Osceola comes up with it. I think. Yep.
Wow.
So 55 seconds left. And the Seminoles, Jalen Anderson came up with a loose ball. I think that's the first turnover the Chicks have had. They
First
started off
turnover
on downs.
in the second half. They did have a turnover in the first half. So, but wow, at a crucial time here in this ball game.
55 seconds. I don't believe Osceola has any times out left.
1st and 10
Down
on the
6. 1st and 10 on the 19, but that hadn't been a problem for Corliss Marshall. He lines up as the left halfback on the wishbone. They toss it to him. Sweep to the right. Marshall trying to get outside. Fights his way forward and gets a good gain.
does not. Oh, he does
He
get
does
out.
get out of bounds across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. It stops the clock with 47 seconds left. Yeah, this Osceola offense, you don't have to throw it to get a big play.
Not when you have number 6.
Gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd and
6
3
foot
at the
192.
Seminole 27-yard line.
And Egan Motor. They'll operate with twin tight ends. Now they've got a I formation. They're going to throw the ball, and Jackson can't hang on to it. Goes off his hands. They ran a formation we hadn't seen all game long. Faked action to the right and tried to throw it in the left flat to Jamal Jackson, and Jamal just couldn't catch it. 42 seconds left. 3rd down and 3. The ball on the far hash mark. So that'd be the short side of the field if they try to run the sweep with Marshall. He is the left halfback. In the bone, the receiver goes wide to the right. They try to Marshall to get it inside. Marshall trying to break a tackle, has the first, and gets to the 40, and the Chickasaws are able to collar him at the 41. 36 seconds left. Clock will stop long enough to move the sticks. Osceola up over the ball. Backs in the bone. twin tight ends. They're waiting for the ball to be marked ready for play. And Osceola jumps offside.
No, I think it was a
Or did they call timeout?
intentional grounding.
Oh, did
They just
They
threw the ball
spiked it?
down. Yeah, spiked it.
spike the ball? Yeah, second down, 10 yards to go, 31 seconds left.
Ball is spiked. We'll bring up second down and 10 at the Seminole 41-yard line.
So the ball's at the Seminole 41. 31 seconds left. 30-24, Chickasaws with the lead. The defense clapping their hands, trying to get this crowd back into it. They are. Now they'll line up in the wishbone. Twin tight ends, second down, 10 yards to go. Here's Marshall. Marshall looking to throw. Marshall hit as he throws. That ball is knocked down, incomplete. There were two Chickasaws there and only one Seminole, but the Chicks couldn't come away with a turnover. Third down and 10. The halfback option.
Yeah, in baseball, you call for that. I mean, we had enough people had the ability to catch it, but just didn't pull it down. Third down, like the call. A couple of nice calls here for the Osceola coaching staff.
Russell Leggett and his staff doing a good job, but now they're third down and 10. 25 seconds left. Jackson goes out wide to the right. Now he's going to come out wide to the left, the wide side of the field. They're going to send Marshall out wide to the right. Out of the shotgun, they've got 1 second left. They get the play off. They're going to throw it deep, and they overthrow Marshall. Marshall was double covered. I'll tell you what, stride for stride, DeAndre Evans was right with him.
Yeah, and that wasn't
So
even
now
close.
it's fourth down and 10 with 19 seconds left, and Osceola down to their last snap unless they can get at least 10 yards here.
Well, we shouldn't expect anything less than.
Now, when Osceola and Blytheville get together, it's going to be a good ball game. Next week, Chickasaws take on West Memphis.
Huh. Get my ace Band-Aids ready.
Yeah. Here they come, out of the huddle, out of the shotgun. Three receivers go wide to the near side. Marshall wide to the far side. Back to pass goes Carr, trying to throw it to Marshall. Off his hands, and it's intercepted! DeAndre Black with it. He's at the 30, at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown to Ride! DeAndre Evans.
41 yards.
With
Interception.
5 seconds left, DeAndre Evans puts this puppy away.
Talk about establishing some momentum to go into next week against West Memphis. Vince McCroskey has to be tickled pink. Aside from 3 big plays, Blytheville defense has played very well.
That was a 41-yard interception return?
Yes.
Okay. So we've had a 95-yard punt return for a touchdown, 49-yard touchdown run, 81-yard touchdown run, all by Corliss Marshall. There's a 41-yard interception return. Chicks are going to go for 2 here with 5 seconds left, leading at 36-24. Ball's marked ready for play. They only have 10 out there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, they got 11. Waiting for the play call. Now Blytheville's going to take a timeout. So let's pause 30 seconds with our score. Blytheville 36, Osceola 24.
Make no mistake about it. Business is a race. The faster you deliver, the better. These days, old school is getting schooled. Northeast Arkansas is now doing business at quantum speed. Introducing Quantum, only from Ritter Communications. Try to keep up.
And the only question now is whether it's going to be 38-24 at the final. Chicks will operate out of a spread. 4 wide receivers. 1 setback is Smith. He's behind DeMadre Clark. Now Clark goes back to talk with Fred Smith, junior running back, as the Chicks go for 2. Clark under center takes the snap. Hands it off to Smith. He's met in the backfield, and so the run is no good. Let's pause 30 seconds with our score. Blytheville 36, Osceola 24.
Mom, what's wrong with the internet? Who's streaming again? Why is it so slow?
Why it's not working?
Mom, something's wrong with the internet.
I don't know.
Don't let your family suffer from a slow internet connection. With Ritter, you get the speed you need for online harmony. Speed matters. Get the highest internet speed only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Keith Merritt along with Jim McClain with you. Chickasaws lead at 36-24. Jamian Sims, I should say, will kick it off for the Chicks. They kick a line drive to Marshall. He's at the 20. He's at the 25, trying to set up his blockers. Now he tries to go outside at the 30. The horn goes, and Marshall is run out of bounds at the 38. And that will end the ball game as the Chickasaws win it by a final score of 36-24. It was a dandy. It always is when Blytheville takes on Osceola.